Hello English 802 students. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to Unit 7, Lesson 5, and today we're going to have grammar. By the end of this lesson, we're going to achieve two main objectives. We will identify present perfect with already and yet. Also, we will identify adverb clauses of time. Starting with present perfect with already and yet. I will ask you to pay your attention because this is a very important tense which is used in your daily lives like every day. And I would like also to tell you that the present perfect with already and yet comes in three forms. The first form is the question form. For example, when I ask you, have you tried sushi before? I am expecting two answers, either yes or no. Let's see the yes. Yes, I have already tried sushi. Here the form is affirmative because I am agreeing with the statement or with the situation. I'm not saying no. And when I say no, it will be this way. No, I have not or I haven't tried sushi yet, which means it's negative. Now, I want you to pay attention to the words highlighted in red. In the affirmative form, yes, I have already tried sushi. What does already mean? I will explain that later. Let me see now the negative. No, I haven't tried sushi yet. So, when I use the word already in affirmative form, yes, I have already tried sushi. I'm sure you know or you use this word, but maybe you're not familiar with the usage of it. We're going to explain this in details later. Let's see the second one in negative form. When I say, no, I haven't tried sushi yet. Again, I will explain this right now. Let's see. When do we use already? Pay attention. Already refers to an action that has happened at an unspecified time before. What do I mean here? When I say already, means I don't want to tell you when did this action happen, or I'm not forced, or let's say it's not essential to talk about the time. Let's see the example. Don't send the letter. I have already sent it. Is it essential to say that I have sent it yesterday or this morning? No. I just want you to know that I have sent it and don't make it a repeated action. Don't send it again. Here is why I use already. I have already sent it. I want to bring to your attention a very important note. In affirmative, which means yes, in affirmative sentences, already can come at the end of the sentence too. For example, I have cleaned my room already. Here, already came at the end of the sentence. Or it could be also, I have already cleaned my room. So it means it could come in the middle of the sentence. So it's fine. Already is flexible. It can come at the end or in the middle. Now, let's move to yet. And the question is, when do we use yet? Yet is used in two situations. Let's see. It's used in negative statements when I say no, and questions. When I ask a question, I use yet. To mean not, which means I am disagreeing with the statement, and the period of time before and now. Let me clarify more in displaying an example. Pay attention to this example. Have you met the manager yet? Pay attention. Yet here came at the end of the question. And the answer is no. It has to be no because yet is defining the negative statements. So, no, I have not met the manager yet. And as I said, it has to come at the end of the sentence. And this is the note that I would like to bring to your attention. Yet always comes at the end of a sentence. It's not same as already. Already is flexible. It could come at the end or at the middle, but yet can never come at the middle of a sentence. Look at this example. Have you cut your hair yet? It's at the end. No, it has to be negative answer, and have not yet. The answer is yet, the answer is no, and yet comes at the end of the sentence. Now, let's display the grammar rule of present perfect with already and yet. I think we mentioned many examples, and it's clear to you now that the grammar is this way. Let's start with the first form of questions. When I want to ask a question, I start with have, then I address the subject, which is you, and then I move to the verb, which has to be in past participle form, which is the third form of the verb. For example, here, wash will be washed, the dishes yet. Yet comes at the end, as I have previously said. Now let's move to the second situation or form of the grammar rule, which is the affirmative statements. Affirmative means when I answer with yes. Now, we start, of course, with the subject. It could be I, it could be she, he, it could be any other name. Then it will be followed by either have or has. When do I decide if it's have or has, my dear students? Pay attention. When I'm talking about I, it should go with have. You have. We have. They have. So the plural subjects take have. And if it's singular, like she, he, it, they will be followed by has. Let's go one by one. I have already started the third form of the verb, the shift. Or she has, or let's say he has already cleared the kitchen. Cleared is the third form of the verb clear. Now, let me tell you something. Already, as I have previously explained, can come at the end of the sentence. So it's so fine to say, I have started the shift already at the end of the sentence. The same thing with the second example. Now let's move to the third form, which is the negative statement. Once I say negative, you should remember it's answering by no. So the rule is as follows. Same thing, subject comes first, I, or it could be she, or he, or we, or they, whatever is the subject. Then it has to be followed by have not, or haven't, has not, or hasn't. So let's go one by one. The first one, I have not done my homework yet. It comes at the end. It has to come at the end. Then she or he has, pay attention, it's not have, has not arrived, the third form of the verb, home yet. Can I say, I have not yet done my homework? No, I can't, because the rule states that yet has to come at the end of a sentence. It's not flexible like already. Let me give you this task to check your understanding. I'll ask you to complete the conversations. Use the present perfect form of the verbs with already and yet. You have two conversations between A and B. Again, the same case with A and B in the second conversation.